And the original painting is about this big, and you have to keep a security distance, so you can't get very close to it. And luckily we have a technique called gigapixel, where you take a lot of high resolution pictures of, for example, this painting, and that allows us to do this.
Ui! Infinite zoom.
So now we can see it a bit clearer. And Peter Bruegel loved to put in super small details everywhere. Sometimes he used one hair brushes to paint. So for example, if you look up here, these two people, you can still kind of make out their humanoid shape. You can see arms and legs and the head, you know, the things humans normally have. And if you zoom back out, this is how small they actually are. Who saw them before I zoomed in?
Me. God.
Yeah, and if you look at this tower, it looks similar to a famous building. So we don't know that much about Peter Bruegel's life. What we do know is that he traveled and he was in Italy once. So can anyone guess what this building was inspired by? Yes, the Colosseum. Wow. Nope, it's the Eiffel Tower. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Very good. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, and if we go over here, so Babylon would now be in Iraq, but this windmill reminds us of a different country. So yeah, the Netherlands. That he just placed the tower in his homeland. So down here we see the buildings.
Oh dear, yes.
And if we go all the way down, we come to this handsome fella. This is King Nimrod. And so the story behind the Tower of Babel was that humans tried to build a tower that reaches all the way to God. And to stop them from doing that, God invented the languages. So suddenly everyone spoke a different language and they could not communicate anymore, and the tower was never finished. He was the guy who had the idea for this tower. He was the one who ordered it built. I don't know, this is what he fits in good. And if you look down here, we see the peasants bowing down before him. And Peter Bruegel liked to add a little bit of criticism against this class divide, the rich and the poor. Poor people all have to build this tower while he had the idea and he's just standing around with this golden thingy over here. And we can find a very important hidden detail. So his hand points down to these people here, but if you follow his eyesight, it goes more over here, and this almost looks like a red arrow that points over there to these people who don't really care if the king is here right now. They are tired and they just want to sleep. But the most important detail is over here.
Oh, nah, bro. Ah, shit.
This is sadly where the limitations of the gigapixel technology reaches, so maybe in the future we can take an even more high resolution picture of this.
God, please don't.
So, yeah. if you go into a deep space presentation of me, be prepared to spend half of it on this pooping person. So, has everyone seen it? So if you zoom back out, you basically can't see this detail in real life. It's so small. Even though it's the most beautiful part of the painting. And we have a colleague who got kicked out of the museum for trying to point this out, and he was getting so close that he triggered the alarm 3 times. But I understand it. I would have done the same thing. All right. While I search for the next project, I hope you don't mind if I leave this over here. Okay, enough.
Huh? Sure.
It's getting dark. And now be prepared to be more serious again. Before we go to the last project, I will show you this video called Island in the Sky. And here we can see beautiful shots of the island La Palma. And it's a very special place because over there they have had laws against light pollution since the 80s, I believe. So it's a perfect place to look at the stars. If you look up into the sky in the city, you will see basically none of them. Okay. And now